Hello and welcome to another tutorial from me about what you maybe have always been doing wrong in React hooks. So if you search for a React hook, you most likely will get something like this. A new state, a function which sets the state, a news effect which adds the event listener to the current thing you want to listen, for example, scroll, and then the function which will be called every time you scroll, for example. And also a remove event listener if the component gets unmounted. And in the end, you will return the scroll value. But you can always see a use state, and you are always setting its set state every time you are scrolling. So I can show you this. For example, I refresh the page, we have the initial render, and you scroll, and nothing changes here really, but it's still re-rendering. And what is this re-render check, you ask yourself? You can see we have here a console.log inside this page, which always gets called if this component gets re-rendered, and this component is using this hook which I have just shown to you. And what is this page doing? It's just setting the background color of the hello component if the current scroll value is greater or equals 100. Then then the background color will be aqua, else it will be white. And you can see we scroll. Oh, color changes. It's exactly what we need, but it has already the color aqua, and it is re-rendering, and we don't need that. I have a better solution for this, and this solution is this hook. Instead of having a use state, you take a function as a parameter, and then you add an event listener to it. Well, for example, a scroll event listener which always calls this function, this past function. And this is the same, it removes the past function if you unmount your component. And it updates the function if you are, it updates the event listener to the function if the function changes. This is important if you are using a use callback hook, for example. And now I will show you this page. So what you will get, most likely, not most likely, but this is the other page. It has a use state with the string color, and we have a use scroll hook, the one that I have just created, and also re-render check, and this function, and we give pass this function to the use scroll hook as an argument. So you can see we are checking the same. We check if the window.scroll epsilon is greater or equals 100, but we are also checking if the current background color is pink, is not equals to pink, and if it isn't pink and it is greater and equals 100 or equals 100, then we will set the current background color to pink. And we have an else if scroll epsilon is smaller than 100 and the current background color isn't white, we set the current background color to white. So we only re-render the page if we need to. And we are setting it here, background color. So you can see, we refresh the page, re-render check, the initial render, and you can see I'm scrolling, and the background color is still white. And you can see there no re-render check is being called. So the component isn't being re-rendered, but oh, the color still changes. So we have this exact same result as on the other page, but we only re-render this component if well, not, we add this component if we actually change the background color. And we don't re-render this component if we aren't changing anything. And you should always use such a hook, because re-rendering is expensive. It is more expensive than just having two ifs. So I hope you have learned something new, and enjoy your day, and goodbye.